It's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, I like OnlyFans. I think it's like a good platform for
It's
like,
probably
you
good
know,
for Twitch
making.
streamers as well.
Yeah, it is literally. I mean, you do you there. I feel like everyone kind of assumes OnlyFans it's all like nudity, but that's not entirely
Mm,
true. I wish more people like kind of knew that, like, because I
yeah.
started one. I remember, and honestly, it wasn't even that bad. There was like no nudity, but like there's some people who like judge and then assume. I'm like, yo, I'm not a porn star. Side income, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that.
mm-hmm.
So what were you posting on there? Cosplay stuff and just like,
Just
I don't know,
cosplay stuff
just
basically, and
cosplay.
just like cute cosplay requests. Like it was just obviously I'm not surprised I would get like, you know, those crazy messages like, oh, can you do this? I'm like, yo, dude, no matter
Yeah.
how much money you offer me, even if it's in 5,000, I'm never gonna do it because
Yeah.
I don't go that far. Even if
Yeah,
it's
that's fair enough.
10,000, like I'm not that desperate.
No, that's fair enough. I think again, just sort of I respect anyone who does it, but at the same time I think yeah, you're right. A lot of it isn't nudity. I think for cosplay it's probably the perfect place to do it
Oh yeah, for
as
sure.
well. But
Hmm.
also there's people out there who are there are girls who are just doing um you know, like their Instagram is quite revealing, lots of bikini photos and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. And their OnlyFans is literally the same, and they make
Yeah.
money, and it literally says no nudity, and guys are still paying, and I'm like,
God! I'm surrounded by idiots! Idiots!
They
you can
do.
literally just see this on their Instagram.
Hmm. They
Like,
do.
but guys must be getting so obsessed. They're like, I got to pay that. I don't know how much you pay for someone's subscription, but I got to pay like, let's say $15 a month, £10 a month to see one or two. Okay, maybe a lot more, but like similar content, just different bikinis or whatever. It's
Hmm.
crazy to me. But anyway, we're getting off topic. I enjoy talking about these topics, but in terms of leading on from that, I guess when you sort of started telling people you're doing cosplay, and I'm assuming you're pretty open with it now to like all friends and family, were they
Hmm.
sort of thinking, "Oh, is this going to lead to like OnlyFans or something?"
I don't think anybody really thought that, to be honest. Like, I had another platform I did, which was Fan House, which was similar. I'm kind of
Okay.
sad till this day that I got, you know, they like merged Passes, which is fine. I mean, Passes is great, but like, I really loved Fan House. I thought it was like such a great platform and everything. But I just did it for like, you know, side income. I don't expect to be like super rich from it. And
Mm.
I did make really like I think I made more from OnlyFans than that though when I started. The only reason why I started OnlyFans is because Fan House was taken down. And I was like,
So
oh, I'm
what
so
was
afraid what
Fan
people would
House?
think though. What?
What was Fan House? Sorry, that was like another version of
Oh, you're good.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's similar. It's really similar. And to be honest, I still do the same content like I did from Fan House. So
Okay.
no nudity and everything.
Yeah.
I haven't launched my OnlyFans yet. I did it for a bit and then I like took it down for a bit because I was like getting weird about it. But
Yeah.
I probably launch it later again.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. To be honest, I may like switch to another platform just because like I'm still on that stage like, oh my god, like all these people are assuming stuff about me that's
Yeah.
just not true and it's just kind of like annoying. You know what I mean?
Mm. When you say like people are assuming things, you mean like friends, family, sort of people who friends of
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
Um,
those not family, like more like friends who like assume stuff. Not my friends. My friends were like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
amazing. You made that much." I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah,
for my first month I did." And they were like, "That's amazing." And then for like I don't know, it's just like random like people who like
yeah.
assume stuff and it's
So is
just
it
like
like,
awful.
yeah, you're at college, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So is it sort of like this was one of my questions actually, but I guess we're answering it now. Is sort of if you bump into like a guy who's a friend of one of your friends or whatever, and you get introduced and they find out you do cosplay, does it get weird, or do they,
Not
or
really
do
to be
people sort of act
honest.
normal?
Yeah, like they're a lot of them are really nice about it. Like a lot of them thought it was cool, and even some of my girlfriends were like, "Hey, what you're doing is cool," and I got a lot of support actually, and I was like, "Damn, I really
Mm,
thought people would judge me more," but a lot of them were like cool about it. It's just those people who are stuck in high school,
yeah.
the only ones that think they're like the shit, even though they have
Yeah,
like
no, there's
1K
always.
followers. I'm sorry, no shame. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not shaming followers, but like, if you think you're better than me, think again.
I was gonna say, I think, yeah, I think it's surprising because when I started my YouTube, I was very much. I just finished traveling in Australia for a year. I was very much like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me. It'd
Hell yeah.
been spinning around in my mind for like a year. I was like, should I do it? I got some funny dating stories. I'm gonna do it. And then I was
Mhm.
literally like, I was ready. That first video I posted, I was like, I'm ready for people who I thought had my back to like attack me and be like, what are you doing? I got so much support. It's actually crazy.
That's
I was so
good.
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. I was shocked. I was like, really? Once you've sort of done uni and stuff like that, people just don't care as long as you're not hurting people. And I think that's the main thing. Like, honestly, this is just advice for anyone right now. Um, People don't give a shit.
No,
And
they don't.
there's people don't give a shit, as in it's sad that not enough people give a shit because you want views, but it's great because people don't give a shit, so you can post whatever the fuck you want
That
as
is
long as you're not
true.
hurting people. And I think that's a great way to look at things. And I had a similar experience when I started YouTube. I thought I was going to be like, okay, here we go. I'm going to get some backhanded, like, oh, you're on YouTube and that's what you do now. And literally get so much support. And the other thing is like your biggest stranger, like strangers. One thing that is true is like strangers or people who you've met once will end up being bigger supporters than some of your best friends,
That
which
is
is
true.
which is very true, and it's kind of sad that it is. But that also means that maybe you're going to outgrow those friends, which
Hmm.
happened to me with some of my friends. I realized, okay, if you're not going to support anything and everything I want to do, that's not causing any harm to anyone, then okay, maybe this friendship's come to its end. Um, but for the most part, overwhelmingly positive.
Hmm.
Um, and then, yeah, I'm sure my next question, I guess, is like, do you get hate from strangers? Because I get the odd hateful comment. Like, obviously, I do dating topics and I talk about like some sort of like open relationships. I've had some comments, not necessarily towards me, but just towards the idea of an open relationship and stuff like that. It's received some hate, and I just laugh because I'm like, look, if you're bothered enough to comment, I'm gonna keep that comment up.
Oh yeah,
And
they're bothered.
but so I wonder, do you get? Obviously, you must get so much positive. I mean, I say positive, but like thirsty guys giving you feedback. But do you get like some hate from like some guys like who I don't know? Yeah, do you get any hate?
No, actually, I get no hate surprisingly at all. I feel like I don't get hate. I feel like I just get jealousy and I like feel it from people. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like that's how I get like
girls.
yeah, girls. It's mostly girls, not men, but I just
Yeah.
feel it where they're like um I don't know, I just kind of know in a way.
Mm.
That's I remember posting a Twitter once. I was like, I love when you people are jealous of me. Please stay jealous. It actually makes me feel good about myself, which it does because it's like, whoa, you're so bothered that I've
Exactly.
gone
You
through
ain't made
events,
it.
I've gone on the podcast, I've done I know like content creators, like they get so
Yeah.
jealous and it's like, who cares? Like honestly, I didn't like all this stuff was kind of like an accident that happened and
Yeah.
they get all jealous and weird about it. Like only
I
my
think that.
closest friends knows who I know in this industry
Mm.
because I've known some people who are like, you know, really popular out there, which I'm not gonna
Mm.
name, but only my
Mm.
closest friends know because I don't really go showing around like, you know, oh, I know this person. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
only like my closest friends know. So yeah, because
Yeah.
it's just not my thing to do that.
Yeah. Exactly. I think I like that. I like not name dropping and stuff like that. Um. I think in terms of that's good. I'm glad you're not getting like too much hate or anything about that. But there's always going to be jealousy from other people.
A lot of
And that's
jealousy.
it's true. I don't think you've made it until you've received like your first hate comment. That doesn't mean you've made it. You might be putting out shit. To be fair,
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
true.
receiving hate after like 10 subscribers, it might not be the right thing for you. But if you're getting some hate, it's then I think it means people are bothered enough to comment,
Yep.
um,
Or if they're
which is not
jealous
a
of
bad
you
thing.
and they're following you but not liking your posts and they're
Oh,
viewing,
that.
oh my god, you know damn how they are jealous. And it's just ridiculous because I never really get jealous of people. I would
Mm,
see, oh, someone's doing this, someone's doing that. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I just move on. I don't think like, why is
mm,
that person doing that? why are they doing this? What the heck? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's what some of the girls think of me like that. Like, oh my god, she's at that influencer event. Like, I feel like they think that, and it actually is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it's definitely something that people struggle with, just feeling jealous of like people who are going to these sort of events and stuff like that. Not saying that like I'm at that stage yet. I will be one day, I have no doubt. But
Definitely will.
in terms of like, but I feel like in terms of college and stuff, I won't name the college for you because there probably are some creeps out there. But like, assuming, obviously you're at college in America, like I swear half of the girls there are influencers anyway. Like I
Yeah,
swear,
mostly in LA. You'll meet a
yeah.
lot of like in that world, a lot of influencers. Anywhere else, not really, but I mean, some of them are really stuck up. And be honest, where I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you're
No,
like,
I've spoken to
we're
some
all
of them.
human here. Like, there's no
Yeah.
reason to think you're like the shit. Like, I
I've
just kind
spoken
of
to
look at
some that.
people as normal. I don't look at them
Mm.
like, oh my god, that person has that many followers. Like, I don't care. If anything, I'm like, oh, that person's nice. Like, I care if they have a nice attitude, not like
Mm.
like some of the girls on there at this, like the way they act, they're all like I'm not even lying, it's hilarious. This like big influencers and just like the way they eye you down, like they think they're this shit. It's like, dude, no
I
one's
think,
gonna care. Like, just stop.
yeah, I think at the end of the day, like followers, all of that, like it's a nice ego boost, but at the end of the
It is.
day, it doesn't mean shit. It's a number at
No,
the end of the day. It is addicting to check your numbers and see who's sort of following you and
it
subscribing to you and
is.
whatever. It's
It
addictive, and
really
actually, to be
is. It's
honest,
very
it's more of a curse than a blessing, to be honest. Because
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
when you're doing well, you just want to see that number keep rising. But
Exactly.
in terms of followers and stuff, at the end of the day, if you're a dickhead, no one gives a shit,
No one
and
cares, and you'll
like
get
no one
karma
cares.
for it.
100, hopefully 100%. But anyway, moving off of that, going back to sort of the comments, has there been like comments where a guy has like thought he was being romantic, charming, but maybe was being offensive? Or for example, I know you grew up in Bangkok, right? Has there been like, there must have been like some mildly racist comments or something like that where someone thought they were being like,
Oh, I get those. I mean, I don't get it to my face or like really commented, but
mm,
I've heard stuff of people like saying some stupid stuff about Thailand. Like, oh yeah, I grew up in Bangkok, and they're like, oh, isn't there a bunch of lady boys there? I'm like, so you guys assume there's no women there, or are you just stupid and ignorant? Like, it actually like views me when like people
yeah.
say that, because I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, dude.
Mm.
And they act like America has no trans women. Like,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like I know a lot of trans women who look exactly like women, and you can't tell. If they think it's just Bangkok, you can't tell here either,
No,
man.
honestly.
I've seen it. I've seen a girl who slept with a bunch of dudes, and then this one girl, she's kind of awful. I don't know why she did it. She told the guys, hey, you know that's a dude, right? And all the guys were so mad because they're like, oh my god, I slept with a dude. That wasn't a real woman. But hey, that happens
What?
here too. It is
That
not just Bangkok, baby.
that actually, oh bloody hell! I mean, to be fair, I think, oh, I don't know, this could open a can of worms, but I think should probably tell them. I don't know. I feel for those blokes. They shouldn't. If they, because at the end of the day, I think if you're not into that, you don't want to hear
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it's
That
a
girl should.
preference for people for sure.
But
Like,
but
I no hate to trans people. I love trans people. Like, I'm from Bangkok. I should like, but I couldn't really, date a guy who was a woman just because it's like it's just preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have
Yeah,
to
no,
date
it's
guys like that.
yeah, it's preference, and I think I get it.
I get it too.
This person who they identify as a woman, fair enough. But I think, I don't know. I fuck the girl who told the guys. Should have kept that under wraps. That girl didn't.
That to be a
That
pick me. That's why
yeah.
she did it. She was getting jealous because this girl, she was a guy and she's a woman now. She's really
And she's
gorgeous.
getting
And
really
yeah, and she and she kept it. She only told like a couple people, and she just
yeah. And
laughed,
she probably
was
didn't
getting
want.
jealous. Yeah,
The girl who who is trans probably didn't want people knowing. She probably just wanted
she
to live her
didn't.
life as a girl. So yeah,
Mhm.
no, that's just spite and jealousy, and then you're just hurting everyone in that scenario. But in terms of so you don't really get too many like I don't know. I don't even know the world of cosplay that much. But in terms of like, do you get people say like, "Oh, you should dress up as this anime character because you're Asian," and you know, shit like that?
I've had some of that for sure. Sadly, nobody ever thinks I look Asian. I'm half Asian though, so
I can tell you're half Asian.
yeah,
My
I'm
ex, yeah.
Thai, Chinese, white. That's
Okay.
basically my ethnicity. But I mostly say Thai just because, you know, I'm proud of that. I grew up there, you know, like my mother's half Chinese, half Thai, but I'm more proud of the Thai side, even though like sometimes I get weird comments like that. But basically, I mean, I've more people think I look Latina. I would say nobody really thinks I look Asian. And I took a DNA test. I was like, okay, everyone thinks that. And then it turns out
Hey.
I am Thai, Chinese, white.
Hey, these are not bad things to be to people to think you are, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a previous episode and I was like, the girl was like, "What's my type?" And I was like, "Okay, it's Asians, Latinas," and then yeah, but I mean, Latina and Asians, yeah, some people think they look similar, but I don't
They
know.
do.
But anyway, it's far more. You're far more interesting mix than me. I'm half Irish and half English. I'm fucking boring. But honestly, I wish I was like Latina or something like.
I love.
literally
I mean, I'm not offended when someone says I look Latina. I'm like, Latinas are so beautiful. I think that's a great compliment. It's just weird because I can't identify that because that's not my race. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get that. Okay, so with DMs, do you reply to any of these messages? I know you have a boyfriend, but like when you didn't have a boyfriend, did you reply to any of these messages? If it was like someone, I don't know, someone cute, would you be like, "Oh, okay, maybe I'll reply"?
No, I never reply to them. I never ever do unless it's like, you know, be like, "Hey, would you like this product for free and you could promote it?" Like that's the only thing I would reply to, or like something like for example, I was on this one podcast. It was called The Escape Pod. It's a really good podcast. Like, I love them. They're Andrew and Alex have become one of my friends now. But yeah, that's the only time I'd ever like reply. It's just like a business opportunity or just yeah, but I would never reply to someone who's just like, I don't know, because I just feel like if I reply that they will like never stop texting me, like, you know what I mean, like they'll never stop.
So okay, so let me paint you a picture though. So let's say there's like let's say you're single and there's like a cute guy who slides into your DMs. You're saying there's no chance you're going to reply to them?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe like when I was in high school, I probably would have, because like looks were like a huge thing. But nowadays, if you're like a good looking guy to me, it means absolutely nothing, because I've already been through that already. Like I think when I was 17, I had a thing with a guy who was basically gorgeous. I mean, every girl wanted him. He was like a model, like, and he knew it too. And I think when I didn't like, I only had a thing with him because I was trying to get to know him. When I didn't like date him, he just kind of like lashed out on me. He was rude to me, and it's because he's never been like rejected, yeah, but it's because I didn't like his personality. I just thought he was gorgeous. He was a gorgeous guy, but I was like, oh man, that personality's boring. I liked the mid guy who was funny way more than the guy who was gorgeous.
Okay, I like that. I think honestly, we've all been on dates with people who are like quote unquote gorgeous, good looking girls, stunning girls, and hey, some of them have amazing personalities, but a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of them, but like some of them have nothing going on.
Yeah, some of them really looks. Don't. That's what I'm saying.
So I get that point. All right, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It means generally a lot to me that you made it this far. You're a real one. And yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun filming this. If you did enjoy it, then please let me know down below in the comments if you want to see more videos with more, you know, Instagram models, or, you know, just girls, pretty girls, just sort of talking about their dating experience. And we'll dive deep into all the weird and wacky parts of dating, you know, what's going on in dating apps, the weirdest messages they've received, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll get my weird takes on it as as well. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, please let me know down below and we will bring more of these sort of videos to you. But yeah, just want to say thank you again so much for watching, and if you could like and subscribe, that would mean an awful lot. So yeah, have a good day, guys. Go have a pint, a drink. You deserve it after listening to my fucking voice. For yeah, thank you guys.